Greetings, Warlords. Welcome to Saga Thursday, the show all about the skirmish miniatures game from Studio Tomahawk. I'm your host, Rodge, joined by Monty once again for a monthly episode. How's it going, Monty?
It is going very well, Rodge. How about yourself?
Excellent. Yeah, things are going good. The new year is already at the end of the first month
Yikes.
as we're recording here. Monty, we got a lot of stuff coming up here. This is a monthly episode, so we like to hit a few different topics. We'll talk a little bit of news. We'll get into the Warband challenge, which was it's going to be the topic for this one. And then we will take a look at the paint contest results. I think it could be the biggest one, maybe tied with the biggest one. I think 16 or 17 entries, but we'll get to that. It was a historical figure, and I was pretty blown away by the results there, Monty. How about you?
100%. I mean, there's so much color. A lot of this is 3D prints or models I've never seen before. And then almost everyone went over the top with like deep paragraphs explaining who it was.
Yeah.
Very nicely
done. A lot of fun. So yeah, we'll get over to that soon enough. But Saga news, we got Adepticon is coming up. So registration open since we recorded the last episode. Monty, are you signed up?
I'm
for
all
Saga?
in, all day.
All in, all day. You heard it here, folks. He was threatening bolt action if his demands weren't met, but we caved on everything.
I did.
And he's coming in. So, yeah, me too. I'm running the Thursday show, but otherwise I'll be playing and everything. You and me, Team Saga Thursday, we're doing it again. Hopefully we'll pull it out this year, but
it's gonna be amazing.
We had a good showing. I think no losses last time. Yep. Just kind of doing it on the fly. So the signups are open. I'm just going to go through these real quick because there is room in all of the events. So Age of Crusades and Chivalry is there's 10 spots available, Monty. There are actually 30 people signed up for Age of Crusades.
Oh, that's going to be good.
Yeah, so and all indications seem to indicate it would be purely Age of Crusades. It doesn't seem likely that we'll get Chivalry out by then. You never know, but it seems like it's going to be purely Crusade. So that's awesome. That's a good result because we had Ancients on Thursday last year, so Hannibal and Alexander, and we only had 18 players that day. Yeah. So 30 from 18, that's awesome.
That's huge.
On Friday, we got the Ancients, so moved from Thursday to Friday. And this one was about the same as last year, 19 signed up. So we got room for a little more.
Yeah.
I don't know if 18 of the same people signed up, plus me. That's what it would, because I was running it last time. So that's maybe what it is. Compared to Age of Magic, 22 on Friday last year. So hopefully we get a few more numbers in there.
Get those up there.
The big one is the doubles. So last year we had 18 teams playing. How many do you think are signed up this year, Monty?
Wow, I'm trying to think how many you can accommodate. I'd say I'm going to go up, but maybe not too much because I'm not sure how big Adepticon could go. Let's say 21 teams.
21. Incorrect, Monty. 30 teams.
Wow.
We can go to
30.
We can go to 40. I mean, it's 20 tables. We'll be packed in there. So
yeah,
maybe don't sign up for that one if you're not taking it. It's gonna get a little sweaty in there. But so that's awesome. That's huge. That's a big increase. That's
huge.
12 more teams. So it's 24 more people. And then the lower last year is Age of Vikings. So last year we had 31 on Sunday, and right now we're at 26. So
that'll change. Room That's going to go up.
Yeah, I think a lot of people signed up maybe for fun last time, or they took off. There was a lot of drops in the event. There was actually somehow they messed up and allowed 41 people to register for, even though it caps out at 40. Silver Fox Stents is like, yeah, what's going on here, right? Yeah, they let 41 guys in. I'm like, well, I hope there's a drop. So, yeah, I think maybe people bit off more they could chew. You know, I love Saga, but I want to go home because I'm tired. So, the Mega Battle is full up. We got 16. That filled up instantly. So the Saturday night Mega Battle. I am going to do Pizza Night on Thursday. I'm going to be talking with T-Dog, Chicago Saga guy Terry. We're going to get, I'd love to line up Thursday, Friday, Saturday dinners and just never leave the hall.
Same.
We'll set up a little bucket in the corner, going potty. I'm not leaving, baby. I'm sleeping under the tables.
Woo! It's going to have to be a big bucket for the team event.
Yeah. Now, officially, there's no Age of Magic, Bonnie, but did you see that Warlord Guru is going to be running some unofficial?
Isn't that cool? I mean, I just love that. Night Saga is amazing.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. That's going to be Thursday and Friday. He does have some scenarios and stuff lined up. So check, I believe, the Age of Magic section on the Discord, Warlord Guru, and I think maybe he did send me a link, but we'll give you an update on that next time as stuff is finalized. But we've got plenty of room at Adepticon for folks, so just wanted to get the word out, and that's going to be fun.
It's going to be amazing. Every time I go, I'm just blown away by the good vibes, great people, and all fun games.
Yeah, so yeah, like I said, we're doing the doubles for one of the tournaments. We're really the single event. We're really spitballing and thinking about things a lot, which is something I don't typically do. And for the other tournament, I'm going to be building a new faction. So I'm looking forward to kind of comparing and contrasting my experiences between, you playing a lot of games with you, kind of theory hammering it.
Yes, love theory hammer.
And then on the flip side, just kind of
seat of the pants,
doing something new, getting a couple local games in against Zach and Tom, but otherwise just kind of going in and see if my experiences are materially different, and if one was funner than the other. And then for the doubles, we're pretty much sticking with the plan that we came up with, 10 months ago or 9 months, whatever Adepticon ended. Yeah. We said, next year, let's take this and this, and we're sticking with it. So that one's pretty much locked in. Okay, so moving on from Adepticon chat, we are going to talk about the Warband Challenge. So this was announced back in May, June, and July. I talked about it a lot because that's when it started. And this was basically for the Saga Thursday patrons. Starting in June, we'd paint 1 point per month and then have an additional month for the Warlord. So it's 7 months going till the end of the year. And at the end of the year, you would have a finely painted new army. And the idea sort of was this was going to be like an additional force on top of whatever you're already doing, trying to sneak in some extra models. And I think, people made the challenge, what they wanted it to be, which I think is fine. And we'll see some of the results here. But Monty, I've got some stats here. So we'll go through some of the stats, and then we're going to take a look at everybody that finished. So we're going to be looking at some really nice armies coming up here, but we'll go through some stats here. So we had 20. Now, is this including me? It is including me. 21 people who basically said, yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, this sounds fun. I want to go in on it. This does not include you, Monty. Now, I could have, I think you said you wanted to, but
I did.
what was your problem
I
that you were
got
faced?
I got excited. I was going to try to do a unit a month, and then something happened, and the army I started at, I finished it all. Like sitting down at the dinner table, I greedily finished it all at once. That's just the way I paint. I definitely could change my style and try to ration it
Yeah,
out.
it might be fun just to see
Yeah,
if you like that or not.
yeah.
But apparently, you just like painting models and getting armies done and stuff.
Is that a completionist? Have I
I
become a
don't know.
completionist? I don't know.
I don't think it's a problem really. I would say it's an asset. So we had 21 people say, "Yeah, I'll do it." Now, of those, 6 of those basically were out before they even began. They never responded ever again, and we're out of the game. So that's
Right.
about 28%. So 15 people basically moved on with the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So for the first month, we had 11 of the 15 people met the goal. They painted a point, and that's pretty good, almost 75%, I would say. So just because you didn't finish the point doesn't mean you were like out of the game. So basically, if you missed your point, you could come back in next month, try to catch up. Basically, make it what you can. If you can get any extra motivation out of this, it's a boon. So we're not gonna kick you out for missing it, but I was tracking kind of officially, who's making it each round. So, so 11 out of 15 made it the first month. For the second month, we had 8 out of the 11 carried forward. So another 75%, 25% attrition rate here. Going into the third month, 7 of those 8 made it through. For the fourth month, people were pretty committed because we had 7 of those original 7 made it. All of them made it through the fourth month.
Wow.
And the fifth month, so I think this is October, we had 5 of the 7 move on. The 6th month, we had 5 of those 5. And then the 7th month, December, there was 4 out of 5 made it to the very end. So on that last month, I was the one who didn't make the deadline for the final month. But I finished it a week later, so I do have a painted army here. And this is what we're looking at in the photo. So this was my contribution. This is the Mutatawiya Force. And this video is not really about my army. It's going to be about the other warbands. So I'm going to be doing a show and tell type video on the mutts. It's going to come out on Saturday, a couple days after this. So that'll be all about my models and my perspective on the challenge and everything. So this is going to be about the other folks. So I want to give a congratulations to the 4 guys who painted a point every month. And these are their usernames: Sons of Heptarchy, Chicago Saga Guy, Gossard 27, and Flojo. So those were our 4 people who made it all the way to the end of the challenge. So let's give some claps here, Monty. Yeah,
very nice.
Congrats. But just because you did not hit every month doesn't mean you didn't end up with an army. So there were some other people, even though they missed a month here or there, they still ended up with an army. So I was one of those people. It was also Elderman Andrews, S. Hollowell, Patrick 007, Danath, Admiral T, and Sagas of History. So those chaps, those are their Discord usernames. They also ended up with painted armies. Let's put it together for those guys, Monty.
Well done.
All right. So I've got a couple more stats, and then we're going to take a look at the armies. But I had a little survey at the end here. Self-select. They could answer the questions if they wanted to. So I asked if the challenge made them paint more than usual, And 7 of the 9 folks who responded, basically these people who finished their army, said that they painted more than usual. And then 2 were about, I did about the same. But 8 of 9 said they would do it again next year. So I am going to look into running that. I need a break for sure, but it's something I want to do again in May and June. So just stay tuned for that. I asked if it was more fun or more stressful, kind of having a deadline and stuff like that. So pretty much all of them said they had their ups and downs. And so I think people did find it kind of stressful at times. And that's probably why some of the people end up dropping. I know early on people say, I'm just too busy right now. I can't handle this, right. Which is fine. You gotta do you. But, I think the people that finish use that stress kind of in a good way to get things done. And I know that's kind of what I was doing. And then the last question was about what they learned. And so this could be something, just a technique or, something deep inside was unlocked through the Warband challenge about themselves. So I'm going to save that for when we look at the armies here. So we are going to go over and take a look at these. Monty, we are going full screen on these picks.
Okay.
I know you're our money maker here. I like to keep your beautiful face on the screen at all times, but we're going full screen here for these ones. And we're going to take a look at Danath's first. So this is his Horde army.
Okay.
And are you looking at that Horde army, Monty?
Barbarian Horde, 6 picks. Age of Magic, I think so. It's a December 31st post.
I think so. I'm not looking at the Discord, but
okay, no worries.
It's the Bear Force.
Yes.
So this is a Horde Age of Magic army. So everybody could provide a picture of the finished army and then a picture of something that they were especially proud of. And Danath said he was trying to learn skin tones, and he was super happy with the last model he painted, which was the Barbarian Warlord.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I agree. He's a good looking cat. So he ended up painting 9 points in a 6-point challenge with his Age of Magic stuff. Now, a lot of it was those giant bears, but I think these turned out great. Very unique.
Yeah.
Force, a mixing of the historical elements and the fantastical. We're missing a picked with a machine gun on the back of a wagon, Monty.
I love it.
But otherwise looking good here. That's a huge banner, by the way, on that guy.
Huge.
But yeah, he's turned out great. All right, we'll look at Elderman Andrews Visigoths.
Okay.
I believe these are Visigoths.
Yep.
And
I saw that.
so what he learned was he liked using Zenithal highlights with speed paints for warriors and levy to speed things up, and then he also enjoyed trying glazing for the first time on this army. Yeah, these are great. These are beautiful.
Yep.
Got a feeling we'll see him at Acon, don't you, Monty?
100%. This is our scouting report.
Yeah. He's especially proud of his deserter unit, which is well done. Nice colors.
Yeah.
Little mix. Shooters, scale mail. I like that Victrix kit with the scale mail. I think the late Roman ones, probably the most tantalizing to me of all the Victrix Dark Age kits.
This is really good. Love it.
All right. Gossard 267. And so this, I never did catch what exactly this army was. Looks like a little mix of Age of Invasion stuff. There's dogs in here. Looks like maybe a Merc unit up front there. But good looking force. And he was, so what he learned was he improved in some ways. The 2 Warlord models at the end of the project look better than the Hearthguard he did earlier, even though the kits and the paints were the same. And yeah, I think Yeah, that's why I always say my warlord till the end, because for that very reason. Monty, when do you paint the warlord?
I do save them for the end unless there's something about them that just pulls me in. Every once in a while, I think it was the Lady of Mercia by Footsword. There's a foot version and a heart on a mounted one, and I was just so excited because I had a vision, so I cheated and got him in the front of the line. But generally last.
Yeah, I think that's fine. But yeah, you just kind of you become the master of the paint job by the end of the project. You know, the right level of highlights and shadows and everything else to apply. So
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, those look good.
nice work.
Yep.
Next up, we have Sagas of History, and I believe these are Carolingians that he finished. I think he jumped around to a few different. I think he started with the Athenians, kind of dropped them and switched to these guys halfway through. But yeah, good looking force here, nice
Yep.
and colorful. And he says the things that he learned, he definitely learned to love contrast paints with the English Age of Chivalry army. So that was another project he was working on, and he really pushed himself to paint and kit bash with the Carolingians. So well done here. I like the lance formation of his cavalry going in. So well done. Got Patrick 007 here. He's got, I think these are the Greculi Warband. I think he told me Greeks, but they got to be the Greculi with those long pointy sticks. And the model he's most proud of is the elephant. And the thing that he learned he still doesn't like transfers for shields, and he would rather use metal models with Sarissus than plastic. He broke too many in the painting process, found them too fragile. And he also learned to step back with some of the paint quality to gain efficiency. He's looking at the models from 3 feet rather than 3 inches. It's a lesson I refuse to learn, Monty. I can do both. I can do both. So yeah, great looking for us, Patrick.
Love the elephant.
Admiral T. Now this is a very lovely setup with the Greeks here. Love the backdrop. Love the colors. Love that teal, aqua color. He's especially proud of his warlord. He's got the objectives there. So this is an awesome looking army. We're not giving out awards, but it would definitely be in contention for a top 3 for me. How about you, Monty?
100%. I like all the extra touches. Like when you're really rocking on a warband, you know, you can be exhausted because it took a long time to do, but you can also get to the finish line. And like you said, the objectives, the almost like bronze statue, half poking out of the ground. Like you said, the temple, all these little extra touches, just very, very nice.
Yeah, very well done. So what he learned was don't do production line again, paint a unit at a time. The challenge was to paint a unit a month, but he had to squeeze 6 months into just over 3. So he kind of jumped in midway, and he thought this would help, but it didn't. The experience reinforces the paint a unit a month approach and that monthly hit of accomplishment when staring at a completed unit really builds up the moment. So yeah, I think it's all about mindset. There's times when you're going to sprint, finish something, you know it's going to suck, but you don't want to be just doing all your painting like that.
Right.
Some of us are like that. I think I used to be that kind of painter. I was just don't do much and then speed up to try to get it done for an event or something. So yeah, I think this approach worked well. Moving on to some, I believe these are successors from Chicago Saga guy.
Yep.
Some Greek looking dudes with some Sith chariots.
Yep.
And these look good. I believe he printed all these bad boys, especially proud of the chariots. Yeah, I agree.
Very nice.
Badass looking. What he learned was if you have an 8K printer, use 8K resin. So
who knew?
Little fun tip.
I didn't.
Yeah, I certainly didn't. But yeah, seeing how many 3D printed models he's cranking out here, Monty.
He is.
You're gonna be retired soon. You're gonna the only way you're going to be able to fill your time is if you get one, Monty.
That's what they say.
Next up, we're looking at Flojo with his Burgundians and getting a head start on Age of Chivalry. So he is a patron, so he did listen to the Age of Chivalry preview with the factions and the equipment. So this is a legal force before you. I don't know if it's 6 points or more, or so that cannon there you can see, I believe is a mark unit, so maybe that isn't part of it, but yeah. So these guys are looking good, loving the horses here. Yeah, they're getting pretty close to the old Warhammer Empire knights in at this time period. I'm kind of wondering if they could be a double army in my future.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, these look cool. These look awesome.
Yes, they do.
He's especially proud of the cannon, the warlord. And what he learned was his painting speed improved as he slowly gained more and more routine, and painting was not longer so heavy on his concentration. So, yeah, Flojo was definitely our most enthusiastic of the. He's usually the first one done each month.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, I think they turned out great. All right, Sons of Heptarchy. So he did Macedonians, and it seemed like he was just doing Sarissas every month for 4 or 5 of the month. And it looks like he added a little extra to the force, even after the challenge was over. And he's especially proud of his warlord. Very cool. Loving the kind of leopard effect on the horses barding there. So what he learned was he learned to take a little bit more time on some of the units, working on additional layering details and such. So yeah, I think that force turned out great. Well done.
Agree. Very nice.
Now, last one, Monty, you probably have to scroll all the way back up. This was S. Hollowell.
Yep.
So he didn't post at the end, but he posted back in December.
Okay.
On the Discord channel, but he put together English for the challenge. So he was always painting archers for the most part. He had some start and stops, but he ended up finishing. And this is also a legal Age of Chivalry army for the English. Looks like the ratio would be I think 6-1. I think that's accurate. So at the start of the 100 Years' War, it was kind of, I don't know, like maybe 2 archers for every 1 man-at-arms or knight or whatever. And then as it kept going, they just kept jacking that up till like 80 or 90% were archers. Is whatever I was listening to and whatever I'm remembering is what they said. So this could be like a late 100 Years' War where it's just pure machine gun power, and then some knights doing cleanup.
Right. It's kind of terrifying just looking at it, thinking, how will I cope with this?
So that is basically everybody. So
nice.
Like I said, I'll be sharing my army in its own separate video, but yeah, congrats to everybody who joined in, even if you didn't finish. Hopefully you know, these folks gain something out of it. So I had a lot of fun. I don't know, Monty, if you were lurking on those channels, just watching the progress.
Yeah, people were very excited. It looks like it did turn out very well. Nicely done.
Yeah, it was cool having everybody kind of cheering each other on. And all right. So looks like my little thing got reset here, but topic, we are moving on now to the paint contest.
Yes.
So Monty, do you remember what the challenge was for
the challenge? Okay. It was a whole month ago.
In your own words.
Yes. Yeah. It was a historical figure that is prominent, a legend. Am I close?
Yeah, so it is a real historical figure,
Okay.
could be mythic, There's murky times back there, so
True.
mythical, legendary type figures would be acceptable. So it was just painting one model, but having a specific character from history in mind, and then you're supposed to provide a little explanation about them for anyone not familiar, and then if the model you chose, why you selected that, or why your colors are appropriate, or something like that. So that's what we were looking for, and yeah, I was pretty blown away by the results. So let's dig into the Discord here and take a look at what we got. We were just looking at tons of models today, Monty.
Yeah. Some great work here, people.
So the first one to finish is O'Shannon here. And this is Ephialtes, the trader from Thermopylae, the Hot Gates.
That is it. Yes.
And so he's been painting up these super heroic Spartan type Greek models, and he's just keeping it going here. Monty, what do you think of this guy?
I love it. I have never seen this model, so when it comes to metal models, I feel like unless it's something new, I kind of know I've seen them all, but I've never seen this, and this is just great. It's right out of the movie 300, and really done nicely.
Yeah, crazy good painting here. Little texture on the spear. And so that shield, he's doing that kind of work on all the rest of his models.
Wow.
And so, those guys are chuck. They're loaded with armor. So having this guy, carry that forward, I think is really cool. So very, very well done.
Love it. Love the story up above too.
Yes. So if you haven't, head over to the Discord to read the descriptions. Everybody did a good job providing. But we've got Murden Wilt from Elderman Andrews. So this was based off kind of the legendary Merlin type figure. So well done.
Yes.
Basic. Added some flowers here.
Yep.
We always talk about flowers on these paint contest reviews. So, yeah, well done. I think he looks good. He fits in with the Visigothic army. I don't know if those are also Britons or if he has a separate one, but I think look good. So, well done.
Yeah, nicely done.
Right. Moving up. Sagas of History. Well, that was quick. Here he is. So, I don't know. Did he say who he was going to do? Eric Bloodaxe. Over here. So he's a Victrix model of some sort. And I think this is from which kit this guy is, but he's cool looking.
Yeah.
Badass. I think I have this one. And I don't have the Viking kit. So
maybe Anglo-Dane?
Yeah, maybe the Anglo-Dane kit.
Yeah. But hand-painted shield and really nice setting. He's going through the village. I'd get out of his way. That's for sure.
Hey, it looks cool. I like on the axe too, like the shaft.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting, really highlighted. And he's using, it's got to be some pre-made basing material.
Yes,
looks good. It might be the same. Can't remember which stuff I'm using, but it looks pretty darn similar. So, yeah. Very well done. A little extra juice on the cloak. Good guy. All right. The ABG Subutai, Mongol General.
Wow.
Star of the Wrath of the Khans by Dan Carlin. Hardcore History.
God, I love that series. That is really good. I love it. Also, half the trick to you paint something and you want to share it is to actually get a good photo. There's a whole art to it, and he's nailed it. Like this backdrop and the lighting, perfection. Yeah,
it looks good. You have to tell me how you did that backdrop because I got to do something deserty for my mutts. So this looks perfect. Very cool. Great model. Nicely done.
Yes.
Right. Got Asbjorn Toki-san.
Yeah.
So this looks like some dude mentioned on a rune stone.
Yep.
With a potential battle here, but this is a badass looking dude. There's not enough dual wielding guys on the Saga battlefield.
Agreed.
So yeah, just having a guy with 2 hand weapons is kind of scary looking, is enough
Right.
to set him apart.
Oh.
You don't want to be walking towards this guy.
Oh gosh, no. And I'll also add there's something about this type of helmet where the chainmail starts right around the eyes and just flows down
going,
and
yeah.
drapes. It's just terrifying because you can't see his face. Is he smiling as he chops? Is he
Yeah.
angry? Just assume he's angry.
Can't see. If you hit him,
Oh.
can't look. See if he's felt any pain. He's like a Terminator.
Right?
So, and it looks like the runes, I believe he probably did Asbjorn Toki-san in runes. I'm not a rune expert, but that some of those letters look similar enough.
Yeah.
That
I think you're right.
It is, yeah.
Clever.
Yeah, very nice.
Well, I like that.
Yep. Mr. Kite is Komantas or Skomantas. Komat in Ruthenian sources, a pagan priest. Fought against the Teutonics, I think, and then ended up working for them. People are always changing signs.
I know, it happens.
Out of history. Yeah,
it happens.
But yeah, talk about posing your model,
Yeah.
getting the right backdrop and everything. This looks awesome.
It really does. He's got the fall colors, oranges, yellows, and reds. He's got the snow. And then he's contemplating the skull of his foe.
Yeah, usually, obviously my background's fantasy. I found my way around a skull or two. But with Saga, for some reason, I typically don't like having the skulls and blood worked in necessarily. But I worked on Asbjorn Toki-san with the blood. I think this skull works here for the legendary guys. So these guys are badass looking. Yeah, good job. Chicago Saga guy.
Nice.
Archbishop Albero de Montreal. Yeah, people have to rate my pronunciations of these characters. For sure.
Yeah.
This is cool looking.
Yeah,
it's one of
it really is.
One of the better models I've seen from Terry. With the chainmail and the subtle shading on that.
Really slick.
Looks good. Yeah, looks really good.
Really slick. Also, can I just say, it's just both crazy but fascinating to me that you see like a miter on a guy who's riding around with a weapon trying to kill people. You know what I mean? It's just so, it's both fascinating and horrible.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd read somewhere that sometimes when these bishops or holy warriors rode around, they had blunt weapons. They called them holy water sprinklers.
Oh,
like in jest, I think like it's going to be your blood is the holy water. I mean, I don't know. I don't know this niche of history very well. So, but I know I've seen that somewhere. Yeah. Yeah. I love it. This is a fabulous, print. And he says it's by Northern Crusades. I've seen those before. And whoever is like designing this really did a great job. You've got great print and great painting.
Yeah. Very nice. Right. Coming through Glotkin. So he is painting a Saladin here.
Yeah.
We know him.
Nice.
And I believe this is the footsore one, Monty?
I think it is.
Looks
wait.
cool.
Oh man, it's
Did he
confusing.
say?
Yeah, I don't know if it does. There is the Gripping Beast also has some rearing horses with a little tassel, so I'm not sure which it is.
Wayne's pretty tight with Gripping Beast. I bet it is the Gripping Beast one.
Yeah.
Because I think he lives just down the road from him. But
Oh, nice.
yeah. Loving this guy here.
I love how professional this is. He's got it like black backdrop, nicely lit, and 3 shots. So you get like, one side front head on and then the other side. Very well done.
Yeah, that desert basing is like awesome.
Yeah.
That's really well done. Makes me wish I would have done something different for my desert basing. Hats off for painting all these tassels on here.
Yeah.
How many nipples are on this horse, Monty? All right.
Oh my gosh, you caught me there. I did not see that coming.
Okay, moving on. The wild dog, Constantine the Great.
Yeah.
Coming to the empire during the civil wars, the tetrarchy. Yeah, Christianized the empire, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And this is a cool kit bash right here.
Right.
The horse looks good. Cool barding.
Yep.
Pain in the ass color scheme. Gets extra points for me on that barding with the alternating colors. Didn't have to do that. And then whenever you do that spike on top, the alternating colors always look so good. Like, it's so simple, but you got to do it because I think it looks so awesome.
Agree.
Yeah, very, very well done. Nice shield, nice fade. And I like his comment here. I mean, he must have got this from the wall of an art gallery. Likewise, the dilapidated Roman mosaic base was meant to evoke Constantine struggling to preserve a declining Rome world around him.
That's so good.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, the base by itself is nicer than any base I have ever done in my lifetime. I'd be terrified to glue the horse hooves onto the little mosaic of a soldier fighting.
It's true. Yeah. The thing with these bases is always you gotta like pin them.
Yeah, so, that's right. Pin then glue. Okay. Yep.
Penis and the anus. So yeah, this is good. I like this guy.
Yeah.
All right. Coming up, Matthias Einhard Tamberskilv.
Nice.
Norwegian nobleman and a famous archer. This one I found really interesting because I never heard of any Viking archers.
No.
He's a cool guy. Good looking chainmail. I don't know if this is a conversion or not, but he looks good. Looks like a rich man with a bow, ready to shoot somebody.
Yeah.
In the butt.
Yeah, and if that's right, that's the king asked him a question, what was the sound? And he said, that's the sound of Norway from your hand, king. He's pretty ballsy. I mean, I don't know how many people could live after saying that.
I expect at the end of the story, one of these kings was in some sea battle or something. He had to get off on an island to like take a dookie, and then he got shot in the ass, and that's what killed us. I thought maybe it was this guy, but yeah. True story. I heard it.
Well, be careful where you go.
Danath working Andronicus Caminos.
Yeah.
4th child, 2nd son. So I think he had some Byzantine objectives last time. So he's keeping it going. Looks good. Great figure.
Yeah.
I don't even know where the heck this is from. These are like truly like human proportions, like not miniaturized. It looks good.
Very nice.
Extra juicy with the banner as well.
Yep.
Flowers. Got Jagartha here from Robin 104277. And I don't know what he made a little Photoshop here.
I love it.
This is awesome. Yeah. Good guy. Good backdrop too on this one as well.
Yes.
With the desert stuff. Looks like maybe the field from the Saga kit or from a different one. Looks like a neoprene stuff, but
yeah.
Got the collapsing ruins all around him. Makes a great Numidian warlord.
Really does. Really does. And yeah, that little like comic book cover, top tier. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I really like the color selection here. He stuck with the warm colors.
Mm-hmm.
So the warm brown, the orange, the red, the yellow, the tan. Your skin's kind of brown and just little pops of blue. So something that I wouldn't do, but it works good. I like this. Makes me think about possibilities on a future project.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything looks good here.
Very uniform. Nice.
All right, Macbeth, little known figure, moving between 105 and 57, average Habsburg bureaucrat. JP, you got to link your Patreon to your Discord username, my friend. You can get access to that Patreon section. Are you denying my will, JP? Sign up for the Patreon Discord area. I love the goose on the shield here, or the duck. Is that, I've heard of Macbeth. Is that part of the legend at all, a goose or a duck?
I couldn't tell you.
I've never.
Goose has been loose throughout history, so I'm going to say it's historical.
Yeah, it looks cool.
Yeah, I like this. Also, side note, if you ever want to field like your warlord is basically a giant, this figure, as I recall, he's like enormous. Like maybe Macbeth was a giant. He's like he might be like 34, 32 millimeters, just huge in proportion. So like if you really want like the tallest guy on the battlefield, this gripping beast figure might be for you.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Done. Next up, the Bloody Jarl with Egil Skallagrimson.
Always good.
And this is a legendary character from the mercenary section. Added a couple rune stones back there. Looks good. I actually like this model quite a bit. I was at the November tournament 2022, I think, at this point, and went down to Chicago for that, and they had a bunch of Saga models on the wall, including Egil here. And I thought, I'm going to buy him. He's cool. And then I thought, oh, wait, what if I win the tournament? I might get some store credit, so I better put him back for now. And I did get some store credit, but when I came back, somebody else had purchased him. So I snooze, then I lose. So great figure. Still meaning to get my hands on it. Have you played the mercenary version of him, Monty?
I know of him. I've looked at him. I think he could be fun, but I have not.
Looks cool. Definitely make a badass warlord.
Yep.
All right. Finally, Hrothgar.
Oh.
I think he's well. We got a couple more.
Oh,
so this is. Hopefully, this is Orisis, king of the Oratani tribe. It's got a whole story here, but yeah, another interesting model. Very. I don't know if this is the same manufacturer as Dan asked, because it's another kind of truly. This must be a V&V miniature.
Yeah,
think,
that's
Monty?
a good guess because he's
accurately
agreed.
proportioned.
He really is. That's a
V&V
fabulous
style.
guess. Yep.
So yeah, looks good.
Very nice.
Nicely done on the shield. Even if you did use a transfer, I know it's a pain getting it chopped in half and applied properly. So well done. Oh yeah, he did say V&V Iberian infantry set. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, looks good. I haven't really looked at the V&V agents ever since. I'm a V&V fan and bought a ton of stuff for my Heathens, but he did all the ancients after my purchase. So I haven't been back there to look at everything. So I'll have to get back and check some stuff out. And then Greek 31789 Xerxes. So there's probably some nipple tassels under there, Monty, don't you think?
There's a lot of work on this one.
Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah.
I'm digging it. This is, what a great idea
for
your warlord on a bigger base. And you could use them as a chariot or mounted, either way. I think it works well. And yeah, it looks good.
Very clever.
So, Monty, what have you been feeling here?
Gosh, this is tough. I mean, honestly, I have a hard time winnowing it down. I do like, so the Xerxes figure, like, is a 5-for-1, and it's bright and it's colorful. I think that is super clever. I think the Wild Dogs Constantine, I still like can't even get past like the mosaic and the ground. And gosh, Subutai is amazing too. And I know I probably left 2 more in that should be squeezed in, but I probably can't keep going.
So for me, yeah, Wild Dog, absolutely. Love what he did there. I think he really nailed the spirit of the contest.
Mm-hmm.
The Subutai, yeah, perfect posing. I like Terry's Chicago Saga guy.
Yes,
was well done as well. And then first one we looked at, what's his name? The Hunchback.
Yes.
Very well done. And so O'Shannon, yeah.
Yep. Always
this guy
good.
was awesome. So we did have a discussion beforehand, and we came to an agreement. O'Shannon is probably our number 2 pick. So Ephialtes. And so, you know, we've been following his work on everything. If he had done like Leonidas, or he may have already painted a Leonidas or something like that. One of the dudes totally decked out in armor and continued with his armor scheme and non-metallic metals and everything. He probably would have been the winner. But you know, this guy's painted well. And the shield is beautiful, but he just doesn't have as much pretty metal as some of the other ones he's been doing. So we decided that the Wild Dog was going to be our pick. So our favorite based off our arbitrary criteria here. So I love the basing. Very nice paint job. Explained his kit pash and the thought behind it, which was part of the contest too. So overall, yeah, well done, the Wild Dog. You're our favorite. Let's give him a little some well claps done here. And well done, well deserved. And I think this contest turned out great. We'll have to do it again sometime. Now there are some giveaways as part of this. So the contest is sponsored by our old friends at Gripping Beast, and they're offering up a 25-pound gift certificate. So I've got everybody's number listed here. We're going to go to random.org. So 1 to 16 entries. Generates number 7. Number 7 is Chicago Saga Guy. Congratulations, nice. Terry. You are the random winner. So the Wild Dog, hit me with your information. You're going to get the coveted Thirsty Thursday pint glass. I don't have one with me today, but I'm looking forward to seeing it in your hands, filled with beverages. And congrats to Terry. So that was a fruitful paint contest, but we're not done yet, are we, Monty?
No.
So why don't we talk about the other giveaway? So there's a couple, and then we'll pull that one. Got too many folders today. This stuff. So in addition to the paint contest, we have the Patreon related contests. So there's one for the Hearthguards and up. They get a painted unit by me. Now this drawing, Monty, is the painted army. So we're going to delay it for Fimbulwinter. So we're going to do it live.
Nice.
And so everybody who was a Hearthguard or higher during the last year is going to be entered into that. And we're going to pull it at the end of the event. We're going to do the charity raffle stuff. And then we'll do this one as well, live in front of everybody. And, you know, just to keep it all above the books, there's a chance it could go home with somebody. So I think 5, 6, or 7 of the entrants are patrons. So there's a chance there. And, you know, some of you guys are my friends. So just want to make sure it's all above board. Now, Monty, the army I'm giving away is going to be the Otherworld Demons. Oh, so the army is so large that I can give half of it away, and I still have Otherworld Demons for myself to play with. So I will be breaking that up. It's like 5,000 points of Warhammer stuff that's been rebased. So it's going to be at least 10 points worth of troops, probably more than that with extra goodies and stuff. So I'm going to be giving away. I'm good, you know. I don't need all those models. So Monty, this is your chance to play with the real Otherworld army.
Right, I agree. And suddenly I would be excited about it. So I have to tell you, for any of the listeners who haven't seen it, if you could maybe link below, because it's stupendously good. It's kit bashed. It's just crazy. It's wonderful.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do a show and tell video about it before I get rid of it. So time is running out for that.
Right.
Yeah, I don't. Some of the photos are on my Instagram, but a lot of them haven't seen the light of day for years. So it'll be good to break those out and give them to somebody who's going to use them. So looking forward to that. Now, the other Patreon giveaway is the one provided by our sponsors. So Gripping Beast is also a sponsor here. Monty, did you see they have the new Ragnarok Vikings available on their store?
Yes, so good.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they might have made a mistake there. I think that's going to hurt sales of the Yams Viking starter box, which is the normal go-to Viking kit, because these guys are just so good. I mean, these are more just kind of classic Vikings, right?
Agree.
Yeah, so
I think there's a place for paint up different varieties and versions of Vikings.
So absolutely. I'm probably going to have to get some. I got some of the Ragnarok dwarves and goblins and stuff, and they're actually on my paint desk right now. Here's one right over here, holding them up to the camera. A little fun, but yeah, head on over there, check them out. They're going to provide a $25 gift certificate to whoever wins this giveaway gift. But Reconquer Designs is back. They are working on a few different things. Monty before us is a model that is a Warhammer Bretonnian Knight. He's dabbling in some fantasy stuff, so I just want to make people aware of that. But
nice.
This month is the Andalusian Nobles.
Wow.
Have you seen these?
I have not, but the work over there is amazing. It's fabulous.
So as part of the new setup for the giveaway, everybody who is a lifeguard and a warlord level. So in the past, it's been one random person, but for one of these kits, everybody's going to get it. So everybody who's a lifeguard or a warlord is going to get these Andalusian noble cavalry automatically. So thank you for being a patron, and thank you to Marcos at Reconquer Designs for providing this. Now moving on, we got Medbury Miniatures, and they are moving forward on their metal lines, Monty. I know you're a metal suspicious of these new witchcraft and technologies. So you must be pretty pleased to hear that.
I am a fan, big time.
Yeah, so he's moving forward, everything going forward. It's not only Patreon, the 3D prints, it's going to be metals as well. So I got in on his Kickstarter. He already sent me some stuff I'm trying to get painted. I've got some horsemen on the way, but head on over there. If you're suspicious of technology like our friend Monty here, then I think you'll find something to purchase over there. This month, he's contributing the mounted Carolingian warriors with spears. Monty, have you seen the Carolingians he's putting out?
They're fabulous.
Yeah,
really nailed it, and it's a niche that needed work. So well done.
Yeah, there wasn't much out there. Gripping Beast had some stuff, and I don't know. I'm sure there was other stuff, but that was all I was aware of. So they've got the distinctive helmets, so very nice. And for the winner, we'll get a set of those. We've got some new sponsors here. This is the first time we've got Wargames Atlantic. Just want to throw out, they got the Skeleton Cavalry and Chariots coinciding with the Warhammer Old World Tomb Kings release. Very, very well timed. Wargames Atlantic. So that's a plastic kit, just came out. But for the giveaway, They're contributing Mansa Musa. So this is kind of like a little diorama type set that they do. This is reportedly the richest man to ever live, part of the Mali Empire during the medieval era. So you could work this guy into your Muslim armies for sure. Represents his pilgrimage to Mecca. So the winner of the giveaway is going to get a copy of that.
Nice.
We got 2 more Scropha Miniatures. Monty, I just have to point out the Parthian camel cataphracts have finally hit the shelves here.
So nice.
Yeah, I've already painted my camels, and they took a toll on me, but I think I might have one more in me for a warlord at least. And so these are representing the Parthian. Yeah, I think Parthia, or maybe Sasanian, Sassanid. I can't quite remember.
Okay.
I think it's the Parthian. I think he's working on Parthians right now. Apologize, Louis. Couldn't quite remember that. But these are badass. But in the giveaway, he's throwing us the Indian archers. So it's tough finding good Indian models out there, as Monty knows. So he's going to give those away. And lastly, we got Black Knight Miniatures. So he's worked on the Teutonics. Now he's working on the Polish. So he just did the infantry and a unit of Polish knights. And they look pretty badass. High medieval, good looking figs. And the knights are going to be in the giveaway as well. So let's pop back. So this one is going to be... So this is for anyone at the lifeguard or warlord level for October, November, December of last year. There's a delay on all of these. So we had a couple new lifeguards added, but they'll be ready to go in the next one. So let's pop over. So got the lifeguard goodies. So we've got our numbers there, 1 through 18 with 3 entries each. Generate. Number 7 is Mitch. So congratulations, Mitch. So Mitch is going to get the mother load. So he gets the Gripping Beast gift certificate. He gets the Carolingian Horseman STLs. He gets the Mansa Musa STL. He gets the Polish Knight STL. He gets the Scropha Indian Archer STL. I wasn't keeping good track on my fingers, so I think that's all. But in addition to that, he gets the Reconquer Designs Andalusian Noble STL.
Nice.
And everybody on this list, so Frank, Scott, Mitch, Sean, Patrick, and Terry, who were eligible during this last time, they will also get the Andalusian Noble STL kit. So quite a few prizes to give away. But Bonnie, there's one more giveaway, and that's for the Warband challenge. So I said anybody who finished the challenge, I would give them something. And there's 4 guys who finished the challenge: Sons of Heptarchy, Chicago Saga Guy, Gossard 27, and Flojo. And so out of these 4 guys, we were going to generate a 1, which is Sons of Heptarchy. So he is going to win a special prize. So I haven't finished it yet, so I'm not going to say what it is, but it's the same thing that the winner of Fimbulwinter is going to get. So
wow,
that's going to tell you the quality right there, Monty.
Wow.
It's pretty good. So
nicely done.
Something new. So Sons of Heptarchy, just keep your eyes peeled. When it's ready, I'll announce it and get it over to you. But we have had a full show here, Monty.
Yes, we have.
If you haven't yet, head on over to the Saga Thursday Discord. Check that out. We got the player finder over there. We're trying to get to 500. We're up to 260 pins. And we're looking at the map right now. So there's over 1,000 people on the Discord. So it should be easy to get to 500. Look at this. There's a pin in the middle of Russia here. If this guy can get on here and put his pin in, surely you can. But I was actually looking at that pin, and I think I don't know, maybe Art or Greg Gus. Let me know. I think that is a joke pin and not a real person, but let me know if somebody lives out there on the borders of Mongolia who plays
okay.
Saga. But yeah, let me know. Okay. Saga Thursday's coming up. We're working on the campaign with Zach. The Fimbulwinter campaign is continuing. Monty, did you catch the first one?
Yes, I did. That was really well done. I like that.
Good.
Easy to follow.
Excellent. Yeah. So we're trying to get the second one. It hasn't happened yet. We keep getting delayed. So the schedule's up in the air at the moment, but we got Saga Thursdays for the rest of the month. If you're a patron, I will be talking about Age of Magic 2.0 at the end of the month for the patrons. So they have that to look forward to, but hopefully I can get the battle report out, and I got a couple of videos in the tank besides. So I just want to give some thank yous to Terry, Patrick, Sean, Mitchell, Scott, Frank, Britt, DJ, and the rest of the Saga Thursday patrons. Couldn't be doing it without you. It was a lot of prep work for this video. We looked at lots of models, armies, new stuff coming out. We looked at a lot today, Monty. So I think that's it. Comment below if we chose poorly in the paint contest. Let us know. If you have any questions for any of the folks who painted those lovely armies, definitely post below. I'm sure they're watching. I'll be able to chime in, but that's going to be it for this one. Don't you think, Monty?
Oh, yeah. It was awesome. Great painting from A to Z.
Absolutely. So we're going to call it here. Check you later, folks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Saga! If you'd like to see more Saga content, consider joining the Heathen Army over on Patreon or popping on down to the Saga Thursday Discord server. Links below. Thanks, guys.